Have you ever considered the impact immigration is having on housing? Not, I mean, I'd have to look at the immigration numbers compared to what they have been in the past. I mean, let's just say that we were a million people a year were immigrating to the United States on average for the last 30 years. And let's say one year we have 20 million. Yeah, okay, I could see that. But if we're going from a million to 1.5, I don't know. And what types of people are immigrating? I'd want to see a pie chart of what their income and education levels were, because if your argument is the majority of the people that are immigrating here are doing it illegally, let's say, coming across the border, not sure how many of those people are going right out and buying a $500,000 house. I lived in Tucson, which is basically a border town. And I can tell you the people coming across the border down in Nogales, they're not running out to the nearest real estate agent and hopping on the MLS. They're living with family and friends and just trying to scrape things together, get by, get a job, rent a place, and send any additional money back to Mexico or wherever they're from. Now, if you're saying, well, George, I looked at the statistics, and last year, 100% of the 2 million people that immigrated here were college educated and they were making $75,000 a year or $100,000 a year. Okay. But again, what percentage of those people will go out and buy houses? And also too, you got to remember, we've always had demand from foreigners. Look at how much of the rental stock or the housing stock in Miami, right where I am right now, is owned by foreigners that don't live here. So just because you don't live here, or just because, my point there is that people who don't immigrate to the United States still buy property here to a significant degree. And I just don't know this would really move the needle. And I think the supply of homes, or at least the supply of homes for sale, which is what we should really worry about. I don't know the supply of homes is that, I know between cycles or in an upcycle, that's important when the percentage of people, homeowners that are selling and buying, are usually consistent. But when prices go down for a variety of reasons, or unemployment rate goes up, we could instantly go from a housing deficit or shortage to a housing surplus very quickly, just depending on how desperately the people need to sell. So I think there's a lot of variables. I think this is probably one of them, but I don't know this is high up the totem pole.